match is now officially a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
I can see my fantasy, I'm so consumed in bed. What I see takes over me, I'm blind beyond
And so as I was saying, that was the third time I had crabs.
Shut the fuck up!
Can't go a fucking week, can you?
Nope. You know how this rolls. I come in, the intro finishes, I interrupt you before you even say a damn word. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome back to On a Forklift Pod. I'm going to let Clinton take it from here.
Fuck, I thought you were going to introduce yourself. My name's PK Bat. Fuck, my name's Clinton Davis. You can find me at PK Batman on Twitter and on PlayStation and fucking damn near everything else. And you can find my lovely co-host to my right.
I'm Ethan Hubbard, and you can find me at Jensen Collins 3 on Twitter. You can find us at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter or on Facebook on a Forklift. Check us out. It'll have our snazzy little logo that is right there. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Do it that way.
That way.
Anyway, you can find us. We've got that snazzy little logo. Also, fantastic time here. You can find the gentleman right next to me on TikTok.
No.
PK Batman as well.
Fuck off.
He is making some excellent wrestling content right now, and just it's fantastic. If you guys like Jeff Hardy, follow him. If you don't like Jeff Hardy, prepare to get fucking blocked.
I do not tolerate any blasphemy about Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy changed every dude's life, and if you're one of those dudes who's like, I didn't like Jeff Hardy, you're just trying to be fucking hipsterish, and it's shut the fuck up. Everyone loves Jeff Hardy.
They do. So, couple of things before we get started. One, hi, hello.
Let me start here for a second, just so everyone knows. I am in a job transition right now, so I have the week off. So I have done absolutely nothing besides get fucking high as fuck. So if I ramble a little bit more tonight about shit, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll do better.
This is going to be awesome because I'm going to make you do something. Speaking of TikTok, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll do that after our review. Wrestling news this week. Honestly, other than a couple of people requesting their release, it's been a really fucking quiet week in wrestling news.
Yeah.
Short of the Bully Ray situation from last week, which we've said our piece on it. And then we watched the GCW show this weekend. Watched the pre-show.
The pre-show, yeah, because that
pre-show was a banger.
The pre-show was better than the main card.
And I will say the ladder match to open the show deserves a watch. For a few reasons. One, it was actually good, save for two really bad botches. And one, our hearts go out to AJ Gray. He's retired from ladder matches now. When you see the fucking bump, you'll understand why. Otherwise, the rest of the show, kind of garbage.
Yeah.
I hate saying that because I like the GCW product. But it was just a spot fest for the ages on it. The Moxley Homicide match wasn't bad. It just wasn't. It wasn't anything to write home about. Like if you were to give, it's literally the middleest of the road possible. And then Nick Gage and Matt Tremont won the titles from the Briscoes at the end when they kind of got their time cut, which was bullshit. Because first off, it's the Briscoes. Let them do their
pay-per-view limits. That shit sucks.
So, let's see, what else? WWE is still a bunch of cocksuckers, and they won't release Mustafa Ali, which I think is bullshit.
Or Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick thing kind of baffles me a little bit because of him not fitting with anything that they're doing. They want to get younger, they want to get hipper, and you haven't had the dude on TV since October of 2020. Just cut your ties.
Yeah, no, it's because they know his value and that he'll go anywhere else and be valuable to them, but he's not valuable to WWE anymore.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Ali, Mustafa Ali. They're not letting him go.
I can see that. I can see why you don't want to let him go because he's gonna go somewhere.
He's fucking money.
He's gonna go somewhere and he's gonna do some damage.
They're burning money not using Mustafa Ali. He should have been on the exit of everything Kofi Mania. They dropped the ball so hard in that shit. His first person he should have been challenging should have been Mustafa Ali because he took his place. All I did was make him the fucking leader of Retribution, which was just setting him up for failure. They've done nothing outside of the cruiserweight division to give Ali a push.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Those
Why keep
promotions and stuff the promos that he was doing by himself were fantastic.
Especially
Hold
on, especially with someone like Tony Storm, who was involved in a championship program, who just left, asked for her release, and they did we're releasing people because of budget cuts. We got to let people go. And then you're going to fucking turn around and say, no, we're not releasing Mustafa Ali. Then there's Free Ali. I'm sorry. I'm heated about this. And the Free Ali hashtag goes on Twitter, and Fox, WWE on Fox has blocked everyone who has used the hashtag. So I just fucking block them because I don't want any fucking negativity like that on my Twitter feed anymore.
So the thing with Tony Storm that I think, and I don't have confirmation of this, but she had the threat of a way to get her visa revoked and just removed from the country anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So she had slightly more power than Ali has, but I don't get it. Or she knew something. That's all I know. Is that tends to be, and unfortunately, when you're put in the place of a women's wrestler. The business has not always been kind, and honestly, until the last couple of years, has not been kind to women wrestlers.
No, it hasn't.
A lot of shit's been said by a lot of people you would expect, people you wouldn't expect. So maybe she had something. I'm not saying she does. It's pure speculation, so nobody come after me about it. But it's a theory on why that could have been, or what could have happened what could have been there to allow that to happen. One rumor I did see this week, and I didn't see a confirmation on this, was William Regal possibly going to Impact as a backstage source.
Tommy Dreamer made him a job offer. There's been no confirmation of an acceptance on William Regal's behalf.
Well,
I think Regal's going to enjoy some time off. He's been at this shit for 21 years. He's been at the WWE since 2001. Just needs to breathe, maybe.
I agree. Now, with that said, if they bring him there, one of his strong points was the NXT women's division.
Mm-hmm.
And Impact's got that strong women's division. And he was really good with the regular group of NXT guys, which I would say falls well into the X division in Impact. So I think if they do bring him in, he's going to have a lot of good creative ideas. He's going to be a good talent, handler. He builds good relationships with people, and he's just a good dude to have in your company. It baffles me that they let him walk, but I'm glad that they handled his with some grace.
Yeah.
That's a dude that you respect. He's not as outspoken as the other person that I'm going to say right now. Him and Lance Storm kind of counter me on that same level. Like they both kind of had similar in-ring careers. They both handle themselves the same way, things like that. Why the hell is there a Pikachu on?
I don't fucking know. Thank you, Trevor, for your comment. We appreciate you, buddy. We love you. No, my whole theory on someone like William Regal is that's someone you never, ever want the door to be closed on them coming back. Mm-hmm. Especially William Regal, with that much knowledge and that much experience and that much respect from talent across the world, not just in WWE and NXT, but across the fucking world. That's not a door you want closed at all.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
Why the fuck is he not a Hall of Famer?
I'm pretty sure he was in the Batista mindset of I don't want to go into the Hall of Fame until I'm done. Until you're never going to see me again.
That's fair. He is definitely, he's a guy that he's a guy that needs to be in there. He needs to be inducted.
Yeah.
But
speaking of a Hall of Fame, there was an announcement today from Ring of Honor that they're going to establish the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. And they were asking fans today who they think should be the first ballot of Hall of Famers. And I thought, you and me sitting here, Ring of Honor was essentially the establishment of our friendship. Who are your 3 ballots for Hall of Fame?
The Briscoes as a team.
Yep.
Samoa Joe. And Nigel McGuinness.
We agree on 2. I said Samoa Joe. I said the Briscoes as a team, and I also say Homicide.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys. So first ballot, that's guys that I would put on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think your second wave of guys are going to end up guys like Bryan Danielson, Tyler Black, those kind of guys.
Yeah.
The other one though that I would like to put on
Jerry Lynn.
So Jerry Lynn would fall into that category on first ballot, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go 4 wrestlers, the 3 that I said, plus Jerry Lynn, and then Kevin Kelly.
Okay, so we got a suggestion here. I don't think he's anywhere near
Not
Hall
yet.
of Fame worthy yet. He will be one day, but he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer in Dalton Castle.
And we're
Don't get
big
me
Dalton
wrong.
Castle fans.
I
Big
love
Dalton
Dalton.
Castle.
Love Dalton. He
But
made
I
me.
yeah.
He swooned me.
I just
Don't
don't
hold
see.
him near.
He's just not. He's not there yet.
No.
And it's because it's not necessarily any lack of titles, things like that. But no
he's so
offense to anybody,
early in his career.
he doesn't move the needle enough, and he didn't have big established things. See,
Joe Punk and Gabe, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's a
I'm
great.
100% fine with that.
First of all, Zapsard, welcome to the chat. First time in here. We appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we're just sitting here talking about Ring of Honor Hall of Famers that we think are going to be in there. Yeah, Homicide. Absolutely. He's my number 1. But yeah, for modern, like Ring of Honor, El Generico and Steen are 2, like, those are your, like, second run. Is because if you're doing, like, a rivalry type, like, where WWE has, like, the story, like, fuck you. Okay, I got to deal with your bullshit. You can deal with my hand movements.
I'm joining you in. I'm giving you a little.
No, but fucking like if they're gonna do rivalries, I think a Hall of Fame rivalry. You got Samoa Joe and Punk. You have got
Samoa Joe and the staircase railing.
that was Impact.
Either way,
Yeah, fuck that spot. It definitely wasn't worth it. I'd say El Generico versus Kevin Steen.
so I'm going to say one too. There's another one out there. He's not a wrestler though, but I'd put him in the Hall of Fame.
Who?
And we happen to have somebody in the chat here who's twinning with this gentleman. I think you both know who I'm talking about. That is Mr. Todd Sinclair.
There's no harder working referee in the business than Todd Sinclair. That dude fucking moves.
Todd Sinclair is equivalent to the fattest crackhead you've ever seen. This guy has the energy of a cheetah that just slammed 2 4 Locos, but has a body built like a bag of milk.
Oh, fuck.
He is easily one of the best referees. And what endeared me to Todd Sinclair is we were at a show, and I think we've told the story before, but I really don't care. It was a Ring of Honor War of the Worlds tour, so it was Ring of Honor New Japan.
Great show.
And Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Red Dragon, were on one side of the ring, and they were facing Tanahashi and...
No, they were facing
it was Naito and Sonata?
No, it was Naito and fucking Lethal.
Oh, Jay Lethal, yeah.
Yeah.
And so Bobby Fish points over at Naito and went, he kicked me in the dick. And
Todd Sinclair goes, you kicked him in the dick? There will be no dick kicking in this match.
Naito's over there like, whoa, maybe I did.
Also at that show, Moose got hit with a brain buster from Ishii that moved the ring 2 feet over. We were like second or third row. That was a lovely sweetest day gift from
that was a fantastic
your wife.
God,
that was lovely how
show.
she just said, like, go fuck off with Clinton and go to a wrestling event on sweetest day. That was super nice of her.
That's probably my second favorite wrestling show I've ever been to.
Number 1 for me will be the one where Hangman was born.
Yeah, and they were both in the same building. I was tossed up between that or that NXT Royal Oak show because that was so good.
Mm-hmm.
That just ragging on Elias about his fucking jeans and the Bailey. You got what I need. Anyway, Jesus Christ, we get so far off talking, but it's exactly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. I mean, look, tonight's show.
Okay, Yeah, it was great. I really,
It was
really
good.
enjoyed tonight's show.
I gotta be
Good.
honest, I was playing Halo Infinite during this show.
Shut the fuck
And I
up.
had my phone propped up here, and I had captions turned on, so I was watching everything. Just the one thing. So can I just? I'm gonna say my one negative about the show that I just want to get out of the way right now, and it's not the Cody Rhodes match. I thought that was actually
No,
a
that
pretty
was
good match.
phenomenal.
So my one negative, well, and it's not the negative that you guys kept saying in our group chat. I'll let you talk about that one. I don't. Just can the MJF CM Punk thing end next week? I don't need another 12-minute fucking theoretical debate like fucking TED Talk on what's gonna happen. Just have the fucking match. I'm kind of done with it now. I get it. I get it. I get it. I just don't need more of the talking for it. And stop putting up the "we're gonna hear from CM Punk next" on the little thing in the corner. I don't get. No offense. I like Punk. I don't have a problem with it. But until he's in a new program, I don't give a fuck what he says. And he was wearing the Long Boys tonight. I don't like the Long Boys.
You know, I just don't like. This is the same rehash of the Jericho feud and of the Cody feud. It's the same feud with MJF every time now. Is that MJF is like, you're gonna face this guy and then this guy, and then when I feel like you're beaten down enough, I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna beat you. Because next week it's them in Chicago, and if that match happens, I'll be shocked. And if MJF doesn't win, I'll be even more shocked.
So then, how do you end that endless cycle with MJF? Is it a Wardlow? Is it Wardlow snaps on him finally?
Yeah, at Revolution.
And he goes, "You're gonna face this person. You're gonna face this person." Wardlow.
No, because
Wardlow's
we've seen this
him the
feud.
fucking bird.
We've seen this feud 2 fucking times already. We know what's gonna happen. MJF's gonna win next week. Punk's gonna rally for a rematch until MJF finally caves. It's gonna happen at Revolution, where Punk will win at Revolution. I don't ever see Punk losing on pay-per-view. I think Punk might have like an Undertaker-like streak on pay-per-view where he just doesn't lose.
You know what I think should be his first loss, though? I think it should be Darby.
It's going to be MJF. I think next week it's finally going to happen.
No. His first pay-per-view loss.
Oh, yeah. Well, no.
And I'm not talking right now. I'm talking like 2-3 years down the road.
No. Because Darby's already an established thing. You want to give that to someone that you're building up and you're establishing. That's like when they fed Undertaker to Brock Lesnar to end the streak. Like, no, it shouldn't have been Lesnar. It should have been Bray Wyatt. Yep. Should have 100% been Bray Wyatt. But no, we're going to get MJF beating him next week. It's going to give MJF the nice rub until CM Punk beats him at Revolution.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to get this out of the way. No, let's do everything else first. I'm excited to do this, and you know what it is because you've seen these. I've sent these to you. I like what these guys have done. I'm not trying to steal it from them. We're not trying to capitalize on it, but I fucking love it. Because we play this shit by ourselves anyway.
Oh,
And you know what it is.
Sure, Sally ass. Anyways,
It is.
no, on the show, that fucking ladder match was dynamite, not pun intended. That there was 2 spots in that match that are going to be contenders for spot of the year.
I thought Cody broke his fucking legs when he fell off the ladder.
I thought fucking Guevara fucking broke his goddamn back.
So I like that he's carrying both belts, though. I wasn't a fan of both belts, but I like that he's carrying both of them. That's kind of cool. That's a very UFC type thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
the one super belt.
The springboard to jump on top of the ladder into a cutter off the top of another ladder was fucking insane. I can't believe I saw that spot. Holy shit. And the swanton to the outside on a ladder that didn't fucking break. What are you doing?
Oh, no, nothing. I'm listening to you. I'm typing. I'm doing a research.
No, that ladder spot fucking made my back fucking hurt so goddamn bad.
Oh, righty.
But that whole match was phenomenal. Like, I honestly thought they were going to put it on Cody. When he got back in the ring after that swanton spot, I was mad. I was real mad. I was like, that would put anyone away. Come on. Can we stop with this Cody God complex at this point?
The other thing I didn't like is when they both, like, I get why it was done, but at the same time, so they both fell in the middle of the ring, and they both rolled out of the ring. That bugged me. I don't know why it bugged me, but it bugged me.
It bugged me that they were holding on to, like, Cody just hooked his arms and did this while Sammy hung off his back. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you fucking do a spot like that? Like, neither of you are going to grab the belt at that angle.
Can we also talk about Fuego didn't need to be in that match, but damn, he sold that fucking pile driver.
Hell yeah, he did. He had no fucking business being in there, but he sold that Tiger Driver 98 like he had been shot. He went stiff as a board. No, but Sammy got the win after they were exchanging shots on top of a ladder, and Sammy hit him with one of the belts. Great match. Great match. Great way to start the show. I've always said if you have a ladder match on your card, it should open your show.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight you.
You can fight me all you want. You've been threatening to fight me for weeks now. I know it's coming like
it's coming like Slice of the 80s, man.
So anyway, next little bit on the show there was a Wardlow match, wasn't it?
No, it's my favorite part of the night. 2-on-1 Wardlow squash match. Hit 5 power bombs in his hometown. Hit 5 power bombs and left. Stopped Sean Spears from going out to the ring. Wardlow squash matches are my favorite thing, and I will continue to love them until the day I die.
I love the slow burn to Wardlow becoming a face. They've protected him really well from being an absolute monster this last little bit, except for the CM Punk thing today, which I think was fine because it fits the story.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, otherwise, they are slowly. The crowd is turning in Wardlow's favor.
Absolutely, they are, man.
They've fucking got something there, and I'm gonna steal some of Russ's thunder, but he's going to be a Batista. That's the closest comparison.
He needs white gear. He needs white gear now.
I love that gear he had on tonight. The black and green. It looked like Razor, the computer hardware company.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. We also got some more dissension with this Inner Circle bullshit.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna speed through this. It was pretty much Santana and Ortiz tagging each other in and out. They left Jericho out of the match completely until Jericho was going to walk to the back. Jericho pulled 2 legs, so fucking Ortiz, I think, got the pin. Yeah, Ortiz got a pile driver. Santana got a pile driver for the win. Sorry, those 2 wear face paint. I always get them confused. I got to remember that one of them's got braids and the other one has just his hair all over the place.
Just get him away from Chris Jericho. Get him away from Chris Jericho, please, dear Lord.
After that, we found out we're getting a Texas death match between Paige and Archer in 2 weeks. A great way to protect Archer in this match for when he loses. It's because it's a Texas death match. It's pretty much last man standing, no rules.
I feel like it's going to underdeliver, which is fine. Because as I said, I don't like this whole Lance Archer program in any way. I don't think it's necessary. I know it's just a vehicle to get Adam Page into something, and I'm sure at the end it's going to do something else, but it is what it is.
Yeah. After that, we move on to the CM Punk MJF promo. The only thing we didn't go over was the fact that the Pinnacle came down and beat down Punk after Wardlow got another powerbomb to Punk on the steel chair when they left. So next week we're getting the Punk and MJF match, I hope. The Acclaim called out Moxley. We're getting that next week. You know what? I got to eat some crow here. No, I don't. That match sucked. Layla Hirsch and Red Velvet were not ready for the spotlight this week.
Nope.
That is the one downside to this. I thought Layla Hirsch did her best. I thought Red Velvet was too busy taunting, which that needs to stop. Like, that's why faces will lose all the time, because they're too busy fucking taunting. They're idiots.
So my question then would be, well, if you were going to have that be that spot, the only person I've ever seen that's taunted but still had like the in-ring capabilities to back it up and lose but still back it up would be like Akira Hogan. But I'm glad she's toned that down. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like watching it, but at the same time, like, you gotta stop it. Shout out to Kevin.
Well, he's gonna hate that.
No, he's not. He said he might watch tonight if I lambasted you for not answering your invite on Xbox.
Well, then lambaste me for not send him the link. So he.
You should have watched the fucking thing on your TV. I don't know what I'm saying.
I was playing WWE Supercard, the new tier drop today.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but it's this nice little card game that has WWE cards. However, the roster is pretty fucking thin. But yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why. Let's see. We excommunicated half of our fucking roster or more.
Yeah, there's some of my best cards. I got a lot of Brock Lesnar's.
Ooh, we get Rumble predictions tonight. I have a new prediction, by the way.
We're gonna say who we want to win and then who we think is going to win.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Let me fix my cam. Yep.
So where's that put us at after that?
We can just skip right to the main event because everything else was just the Britt Baker promo. Mm-hmm. That was boring as fuck.
Britt Baker, Tony Schiavone in the ring. She walked out with a giant, terrible tower. She's in Cleveland. If anybody doesn't know, the Cleveland Browns are hated rivals of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Almost said Penguins, which would be even funnier just to see a hockey team come out there with ice skates and start slicing and dicing.
Yeah.
So, main event time, which
it's fucking awesome.
You got super irritated about the lead up to it, though, because they showed them on sand about 900 times. Out on the beach or whatever it was. So, anyway, yeah, main event comes up. It's the lights out match. Everybody knows what the lights out matches are. So, obviously, no disqualifications, no rules, whatever. Match starts out pretty good, I thought. Actually, it was a much faster paced match out of Orange Cassidy than you were generally.
He snapped
used
his
to.
sunglasses right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Show that he was not fucking around.
No, he's slowed down on the goofballness in the ring recently a lot, which is cool, but also kind of sad because like that's what endears us to him. But it's partial to the character to show how he's taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So, I don't recall seeing how it happened, but there was a little spot where he got his hand busted open, and then there was a suplex onto some chairs, I believe.
Yeah, that looked like... I'm so glad Adam Cole didn't do the whole he put the chairs inward, like he did on that Aleister Black match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. He's done that a few times.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Danhausen in this match.
I'm sitting there and I'm watching my phone and I'm looking at it and all of a sudden pops out and I just go, Danhausen! And I'm like, because Danhausen is a local guy to us. Mm-hmm. And in case you can't tell, we got the Tigers over there, got the Wings here, and Danhausen lives in all of us because we are all Danhausen.
Yes.
He, however, is not an AEW employee. He's an A&W employee.
Mm-hmm. I see where people would get the confusion.
I can see. He's serving up footlongs full of teeth. But it's great. If you guys haven't watched any of the stuff, I don't remember what it's called, but Danhausen has a great little web series with Orange Cassidy. It's him and Danhausen walking around a mall in Minneapolis, not Mall of America, but a different one. And it's funny because he's an alien. That's the best I can describe it.
He's fantastic. AEW would be stupid not to sign him. He is phenomenal. He would fit their characters so fucking well.
And he's not a guy you have to worry about putting a title on either. That's the best part.
No, he can go titleless for his entire career and have an Orange Cassidy level type of popularity.
Also, the only problem there is that Tony's going to have to shell out for tequila.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have to.
You can't have Danhausen without tequila.
No, you can't.
If anybody's ever seen it, I'll post a link on the Facebook page or the Twitter page or something. There's a beautiful set. He does it in almost every match, but Danhausen dances to tequila a la Pee Wee Herman on the counter. And then at the every time it says tequila, he fucking lays a boot into somebody on the apron. So it's goofy, it's comedic, but he's actually also a really good wrestler.
He is. He's phenomenal.
When he wants to be.
And he's probably the best gimmick on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh god. Him and
most likely it's him or Malcolm Bivens.
You know what's another one that I'm going to say? If you guys have not watched this, go and check out Danhausen and RJ City. But when RJ, it's called RJ Makes Coffee in His Underwear. And Danhausen shows up on there. And there's like 3 episodes with those guys. And they're some of the best episodes out there. Because RJ is just, if you guys are a fan of any kind of like old school television, like from the 60s, 70s, anything like that, he's got that persona. He talks a lot with the big words. He's very much a presentation guy, Milton Berle style, but he's also just funny and witty and quick. And and he's usually the guy that'll throw other people off, and Danhausen just destroys him, just derails him on this entire thing. I love that whole series.
Yep. I fucking love Danhausen. I hope they sign him so much. I do. But after that, we just got an interference from all the best friends, and we got interferences from all the people in the Elite. Which then it just came back down to Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy. If you really want to go over every spot in the match, just go watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going over every spot in that match. I'm not going to give enough away. Long story short, at the end of it, they go through the stage. Orange Cassidy lands on top of Adam Cole because it's a false count anywhere. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Match over. No Johnny Gargano.
No, that was sad. But I talked that up in my own head, so that's on me.
And I'm not mad about it either. I'm fine with that. If you want to save that, if you want to save that and he's going to be out of action until All Out, save it for that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm good with that. I don't need. I really enjoy Gargano, but that would be the shocker because it'll be out of everybody's mind at that point.
Yeah. But enough of Dynamite. Let's go over Rumble predictions because I'm coming over this Saturday. All right, who do you want to win the Women's Rumble?
Who do I want to win the Women's Rumble?
Yeah.
My want is who I also think has a very good shot. I don't think she's going to win it, but I think she has. My want is somebody who's not announced yet for the Rumble, who's got a possibility to come back, and that's Asuka.
Oh, I was going to say Bayley.
Ooh, I would like that too. Bayley could, yeah, this is probably going to be Bayley's year for it, I think. But yeah, I want Asuka to win it again. I'm okay with her being the 2-time winner.
Yeah. I want, if Bayley comes back, I want her to win. Just because I feel so bad that she got injured right before they got back in front of live crowds.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm just talking like someone who's announced for the match, I want Liv Morgan to win. But as of who I think is going to win, now with all the rumors this week, Ronda Rousey.
I still think Bianca's going to win.
If Rousey shows up, she wins.
I think, personal opinion, I think that if Rousey shows up, Becky intervenes and throws her out. And that's how that program starts back up.
And then you can do Bianca versus Charlotte at Mania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think there's a good chance that ends up being Rousey will be 29 or 30.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll have her. I think last 3 will end up being her, Bianca, Natty, and Liv, I guess, because they're going to cock tease us to the end about that. So anyway, you have Natty in there because she's a safe worker. It just is what it is. She's worked with Rousey, so you want somebody who's going to be good with her. Natty's going to chuck Liv out, and then you're going to end up with the other 3. Rousey and Natty or whatever, going to try to team up on Bianca. Becky shows up. Everybody thinks Becky's going to go at that. Becky chucks her out. Yeah, it's one of those scenarios. I still want Asuka to win. And I'm fine with Bayley. I'm fine with Bayley.
Officially announced on Twitter, Danhausen is all elite. Per Tony Khan.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so sorry that it was in the middle of this. I'm so excited.
No, we're good. We can go right into the men's rumble now. Because who I want to win, Kevin Owens. Who I think is going to win, it's either going to be Brock or Roman. Whoever doesn't walk out with their title.
I think that the Brock match or the Roman match has a chance to go on at the end after the Rumble.
No, the Rumble's going to main event.
I don't know what it is. It's this little itch in the back of my neck that match is going to go on after that. I know that's usually not how it goes because you want the Rumble winner to have their moment, but I got a feeling. Either way, Brock, I think, could win. I don't think Roman's going to win it. I think Roman's walking out with the title. I think Brock's walking out with the title, too. I think they're both walking out with the title. I am excited for the Brock and Bobby match, though. I am very excited for that. I think the men's one's a little harder to predict because we kind of know that McIntyre's probably not going to be back.
He's not going to be there.
He could have pulled the Cena thing, and he could have just, like, superhumaned his way into it.
Not in 3 weeks.
He's been off for longer than 3 weeks.
No, he hasn't. He's been off since day one.
Well, it'll be 4 weeks.
No.
He's a man.
Not from what he's coming back from.
But, yeah, I don't have a good answer. Maybe because the men's roster is so fucking depleted, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing like Money in the Bank is to determine because Money in the Bank could be a lot more eyeball. It's on Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer for you on this. Who do I want to win it? I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really like a matchup between any. I kind of want to see Brock and Roman at Mania anyway.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see
finally the year I want to see that match.
I want to see the champion versus champion. So I guess if somebody's gonna lose, Roman loses. But I don't like them breaking history. I want Brock to end that title reign. I think
I would like to see Bobby beat Brock, if anything.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I want Brock to end that title reign, but I love this Brock Lesnar. This is the best Brock Lesnar we've had in years.
Yeah, it is.
He's in the tag team title, so Randy's not going to be a person to win. I don't want Randy to win it anyway. Randy's so fucking funny right now.
No, because Matt Riddle grows the only strain he loves.
That is just a stellar thing. Chad Gable's a fucking specimen, like I said. I like that little program going on right now. I don't have a good answer for you for this. I don't know who else is even on the fucking roster at this point. Big E, I guess.
Yeah, Big E would be a good choice.
Big E could win. I'd be fine with that. Have Big E go against. If you're not gonna do it, have that. But give me Big E and Lesnar 1-on-1 if you want. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Not that I want to see I want to see Brock Roman this year. That's what I want to see for the main event of Mania. But if you're not gonna give me that, give me Lesnar and Big E in a 1-on-1 match. And actually let those guys go. Because I think they could give you about 12 minutes of a really good match.
Yeah.
So
all right, so let's do this one thing real quick because I'm getting sleepy.
Okay.
And we're going to count down our 5 favorite Rumbles of all time. So that way you have something to watch in preparation for the Rumble this Saturday.
Yes, and then I have one thing for you to do. Then it'll only take a minute.
Okay. So we're going to count down from number 5. So number 5. Is 2021. Look, we know it was indoors, and we know that it's hard. It's hard to put a match like that on that list, but if that match would have been in front of a crowd, that crowd would have been fucking hot. And we're not going to disqualify an amazing Rumble that had no fans just because it had no fans.
Right.
But the 2021 men's and women's Rumbles, like, it was the best women's Rumble they've ever done. Like, in my opinion, absolutely. And the men's Rumble was phenomenal. And Edge winning from the number 1 spot was a great way to bring him back and build him back up as a credible main eventer.
And shocking.
Very shocking, because everyone was expecting that Bryan was going to win that Rumble.
Well, it's just purely based on the endurance factor of that. I know it wasn't the longest Rumble in the world, but still. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add to that?
No, that's the reasons that I like the match. I like that Edge won. I'm an Edge head. So I should have had you do this one because I'm gonna have to do the next one. Or actually, no, we'll just move number 3 to number 4 so you can talk about that because I think number 3 is better than number 4. Let me get the list out again real quick here. Anyway, no, I'm a self-proclaimed edgehead. I mean, that's why I grew my hair out when I was younger, is because of Edge. I grew my hair because of Edge. I grew my beard because of Ryan Dunn. So,
Oh God.
I know.
Shut up.
Bro,
shut up.
back in the day,
Shut
Visual
up.
Bam was the shit. You know it. So, I'm sorry. Which one were we gonna move to? Which?
Move number 2, because I think number 3. Move 2 to 4.
So you want me to move 2 to 4? Okay, so
Yes.
2 is 2020. You want me to talk about this one?
Yeah, go
Is this
ahead.
one you want me to? Okay, so 2, speaking of Edge, being an Edgehead, did anybody fucking see that arena? That baseball stadium, which had 48,000 fucking people in it at the time, allegedly. And you think you know me. Hits, and it just goes fucking insane. We all knew. We knew. We talked ourselves into it. We knew. But in the back of our minds, we're going, he's not going to fucking be here. He's not going to be here. And then it hits, and then it was crazy as you look back on it and you go, wow, that year was so fucking awesome. And then you realize 3 weeks later, nothing. No fans. No
Yeah.
fans. We got a long, drawn-out match of Edge and Orton at Mania, which wasn't bad, but it was way too long. But that little bit kicked that entire match off, which then rolled into the awesomeness that we got. The WWE has completely fucked up in this point of Lesnar entering at what, 14? I think he entered at 14 or 15, and he just mows down all the fucking competition. There was nothing to stop him at all in that.
Drew McIntyre.
Until my favorite part of that Rumble, sans the Edge, when Keith Lee comes out and Brock Lesnar looks at him and goes, all right, big boy. And it's great, God. It's one of those things that showed you, before we got this Lesnar right now, Lesnar almost never showed real emotion and real character work in his stuff. He was always he's the fucking machine. He's just gonna go out there and beat the shit out of people and leave. This showed you a little bit of what Brock had. So I'm just glad that they got to that point. And then Drew McIntyre comes out and hits that just fucking amazing Claymore kick.
But let's not forget the low blow from Ricochet that preceded it.
Well, yeah, I know. Ricochet did assist in that.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Yes, amazing Rumble there. We're going to move on to number 3, which was my pick. I demanded that this one be in here. Our number 3 is 2002. Ethan's just like, I don't remember shit from this Rumble. And I'm just like, you don't remember Maven drop kicking Undertaker over the top rope. You don't remember Triple H coming back. Mr. Perfect in the Final 4. The Hurricane bit with Steve Austin and Triple H.
No, I told you the only thing that I remember from this entire pay-per-view, the entirety of this pay-per-view, is William Regal beating Edge for the Intercontinental title. That's it. And I don't know why. It's a 10-minute long match, and it's a good match. And for Rumbles, which if anybody else pays attention, Royal Rumbles usually are not fucking good. The whole card is usually not good. We
got one good match on it besides the Rumble.
Right. Generally speaking, they have one good match. But this was this is one of them. This is one of the matches that you go, yep, that's there. The 92 Rumble, I think there were 4 other matches on the card, and I can't fucking tell you what any of them were.
Nope. Same for a lot of Rumbles for me. 2015, I can tell you that I don't give a fuck about the Rumble. That 2015 is all about that triple threat between Cena, Lesnar, and Rollins. Best world title match. And then you also got fucking, in 2017, when fucking Cena and AJ had their banger. That was better than the Rumble. No, but 02, it had the return. It had so much going for it. The Maven shit with Undertaker. Just
our patron, one of our patron saints here.
Yeah. Then we're gonna move on to number 2, which Ethan, go ahead and talk about. You know what? Do you want me to talk about 2001? Because I know you hold number 1 near and dear to your heart.
Yes, you can talk about 2001.
Yeah, 2001. I just watched that one yesterday too. The fucking Drew Carey bit is our number 2. That's 2001. It's fucking phenomenal. It starts with Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy comes out soon after. They clear house until fucking Kane shows up. Drew Carey comes out to the ring. What?
No, I was just...
Oh. No, there's so much about the 2001 Royal Rumble. The Kane having the most eliminations in history up until Roman Reigns beat it, until Brock Lesnar beat it. At 11, I think it was.
Yep, it was 11.
Yep. He was also the Iron Man in that match. He also had one of the coolest eliminations ever when Steve Austin had to crack him over the skull 3 times with a chair to get him to go out. It also leads to the best WrestleMania of all time, which is WrestleMania 17. So, of course, when you have a Rumble of that caliber and the amount of talent that they had in there, to where there's pretty much no jobbers in it, with the exception of, like, in the beginning 10. From 11 on, it's mid-carders and big names.
And let's clarify, 2001 mid-carders, which were way different than today's mid-carders in the level that they were held at. Like, these are like your Jeff Matt Hardy mid-carders, Edge, Dudley Boys, those kind of Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys, that kind of mid-card level. Guys that are legends nowadays for that reason. Plus, it was Austin's third
and final Rumble win. Yep. All right, go ahead, Ethan, with number 1.
My absolute favorite Rumble of all time. Picture it. It's 2008. It's Madison Square Gardens. Less than 4 months before that, John Cena tears his pec. No, tricep. Was it tricep or pec?
Whatever. He's supposed to be out. He's supposed to be out for a year.
Supposed to be out 9 months to a year. This crazy motherfucker is back in 4 fucking months because he's stronger than Jesus driving a Voltron, and he enters this Rumble. Now, mind you, Cena was not super well liked at this time by a decent margin of the crowd, just because of guys that were still around. But let me set the tone here. It's Madison Square Garden. First off, one of the coolest fucking things they did for this entire Rumble is they had a small entranceway. It came in out of the hockey locker rooms on the side, and the Titantron was all of like 10 by 10. It was not big. They didn't have a big-ass stage set up, so you had a true arena feel. There's fans all the way around the ring. There's no weird entrance ramp. There's no giant-ass Titantron like they did for WrestleMania 20, where it was up in the stage. None of that. None of that was there. So this was like real homey feel. Felt very old school. The match starts out 1 and 2. It's Taker and Shawn. It's the final 2 from the year before, which 2007 was a pretty decent Rumble as well, but it's the final 2 from the year before to continue the storyline of everything that was going on. Then, this also happened to be one, in an unfortunate twist of fate, it's Jimmy Snuka's last wrestling match in WWE, which is weird now.
No, it's not. He wrestled in WrestleMania 25.
Oh, okay, so it was one. Oh, because the damn Legends match, I fucking forgot about it. Anyway, it's the last Royal Rumble. This is Roddy Piper's last Royal Rumble. He was also in that stupid Legends match. But Roddy's fucking awesome. And then I believe this was Sergeant Slaughter's last Royal Rumble as well. I think he's in it too. Anyway, so that all goes on. And then, was it 27 when Cena came out? Or was it?
29, I think.
Okay, 20. Yeah, it was right near the tail end of it. Cena comes out, and it is just, that place just goes fucking electric. Just absolutely fucking electric.
It was a genuine shock.
Yeah, it was a genuine shock, and it was a shock to literally everybody on the roster. It was a shock to the guys in the ring. The guys in the ring didn't even know he was there. Literally, Vince McMahon and like 2 production people knew that he was there. The announcers didn't know. Nobody knew. He wasn't advertised for the show. It was awesome. So if you guys get a chance, go check this out. We seriously recommend this. And our little thing that we're talking about, we're going to discuss it during the week. This idea that I have that I kind of stole from somebody, we'll discuss it during the week. And we'll probably come back next week with you, because I feel like next week's going to be a lot of talking about the Rumble, a little bit about Dynamite. So should be a pretty heads up show, pretty solid for everything. So we're not trying to rush out of here or anything, but watch all this stuff that we just talked about. You'll enjoy it. You'll love it. So for me, that's all I have to say. Clinton?
That's it for me. My name's Clinton Davis. You can find me at PK Batman to my right.
I'm Ethan Hubbard. You can find me at Jensen Collins 3, and you can find us at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter. And as always, we love you, Judy.
We love you, Judy. And everyone, stay sweet. We love you. Bye.